Welcome.
How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be doing another review, and we're going to be talking about the Ethix bubblegum. They are the Ethix K2 bubblegum bi-blade props, made by HQ. These are 6-inch bi-blades, and they're 6x4 bi-blades. So I'm going to be just talking about them a little bit. Shouldn't be too long, and we're going to be comparing them to the V1S tri-blade, which is also a 6x4. It's just a 6x4x3. So stay tuned for that, as well as the announcement for the winners for my Instagram, even though I'm going to post it over there as well. Figure out, throw that in. Alright guys, stick tuned. Stick tuned? Stay tuned. I'm just going to get it out of the way. I'm not going to make you stay all the way to the end just for a winner announcement. The winners were Rican Dragon FPV and Jandre FPV from New Jersey and South Africa, respectively. Congrats, guys. I hope the SD cards help you out, and I hope that you get a lot of use out of them. So, what we're really here to talk about today is the Ethix bubblegum bi-blades. I have been running them on my Remix. I've recently changed the motors on the Remix from the Samguks because DYS has gone out of business. Unfortunately, I really like those motors for a cheap motor. The only thing I didn't like is the shaft clip. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to change the belt or something. But there you go. So I've upgraded, or changed, I guess you could say, to the Xing-E motors. These are the 2206 2450 kVs. And yes, partly I got them because they're blue. But on the Remix, on these motors, which are roughly equivalent to what I used to have on the Remix, which were 2306 2500 kV Samguk, so shouldn't be too big of a change there. And I have been flying the V1S tri-blades, because that's I tried the Cyclones because I really like the Cyclones on 5-inch, but the V1S were just a lot smoother in 6-inch, and honestly they were surprisingly more durable in the 6-inch than the Dell props. It's usually the other way around in my experience. Your mileage may vary, but these are super smooth for a 6-inch. I can't wait for them to make a 5-inch, or rather a 6-inch V2S, because I want to try those. I still have some 5-inch I need to try out. But, so, when I saw Konasti post some pictures of these on Instagram, I thought, ooh, 6-inch bi-blades, because bi-blades being more efficient, should get longer flight times and stuff if you're trying to do any kind of long range, which is part of the point of my Remix, having the R9 and all that stuff. Because with the complications of the R9, there is certainly no need to upgrade to the R9 if you're not doing any kind of long range at all, ever. You might as well just stick with your regular stuff. So, anyway, I've flown probably 5 or 6 packs on these so far, and they have held up, first of all, remarkably well. I don't know how well you can see, but there's like no dings or chips or anything on them. There is some ever so light scuffing, if you can catch that in there, which honestly a very light texture could potentially help a prop, because you get airflow sticking and stuff like that. Maybe vortex generators. Anyway, side point. But they have held up ridiculously well in the few crashes that I've had. I've taken it straight into a couple trees and stuff, and like no bend to them at all whatsoever. So durability very high so far. in the time that I've flown them compared to other props that I've just, you know, put through similar punishment and had them crumble remarkably quick, I would have to say 8 out of 10 for durability on these so far. The V1Ss, while they're really durable, they do nick up and bend a little bit. So these are probably closer to like a 6 out of 10 for durability. So good durability. The next thing, these props are remarkably smooth. I don't really tune. I kind of fiddle with the P and the D just a little bit to get out the big jitters, if there are any, and I try to keep my motors from getting hot and stuff like that. Honestly, I'm afraid of fiddling with stuff too much, so I leave it alone. So the tune is mostly default. With these props, there's almost, I'm not getting like any prop wash, just smooth. Coming out of a dive, they have plenty of grip. They are a 6x4, so I mean there's plenty of grip to stop your dives and falls, but you don't have to get on it so much that they're shaking like crazy or anything like that. Like I said, they're super smooth. And speaking of power, I would almost argue, I really need to do some side-by-side testing, but just kind of anecdotally, they seem to have more power. Like, these seem to have more punch and pop than these do. These surprise me. When you just, you know, give it a quick blip and tap the throttle, these things will go. And you know, the 3-blade, the V1Ss, you know, they'll go, but there's a bit of a lag to it, and I think that's what's happening is because these are 6-inch props, especially there's a lot of disc load there. So because these are so much lighter, I mean, you can feel a little bit of a weight difference in your hand, which is surprising. But because there's a lot less drag, they're lighter, a lot lighter that way. They can spin up a lot quicker, so you really get that punch a lot faster, which I think is pretty cool. And I think that is part of the reason they feel like they have more punch and pop. But then they'll also slow down faster because they're lighter. So they don't interfere in your rolls and your flips and your turns and stuff as much as you know, more blades might. So that's kind of the general there. Not a huge, I don't know, very not scientific, but that's my experience with them. I'm really digging these. I think these are probably going to be definitely in my bag a lot more now. I'm not going to stop flying the V1S unless they come out with a V2S, and I think I really like a 5-inch, then I'll try those in 6-inch and see. But you know, just for freestyling and stuff, these are still really good. But for any kind of long range or trying to be smooth at all, I think I'm going to be throwing these on from now on. So hope that was helpful for anybody. If you guys enjoyed that, if you found it informative, please leave a like and a comment and a sub. That would be great. If you thought it was ridiculous and just outright stupid, don't subscribe, I guess. I mean, you can dislike it. I prefer that you didn't, but go ahead if you really feel that way about it. And go ahead and leave a comment anyway. So, thanks a lot, guys. That is the Ethix K2 Bubblegum 6x2, 6x4x2 bi-blades. Yeah, have a good one, guys. Happy flying. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive.